In this video, I'm going to use an example to teach you how to after read a poem. The purpose of after reading a poem is to help you better understand the poem and learn everything that is new to you. How do you after read a poem then? You look at the writing and language by reading the poem word by word from the first one to the last one, including the questions and the choices section. The poem example that we are going to use is The Atoms of Sound. Let's look at the 7 elements of a poem first. Form, speaker, tone, imagery, figurative language, sound devices, and the theme. First is the form. The Atoms of Sound is a free verse because it has no regular meter, rhyme, fixed line lengths, or specific stanza pattern. The speaker of the poem is I, which is the poet. The tone of the poem is calm because the poem captures the essence of sounds in everyday life, highlighting sounds are a natural occurrence in life that bring comfort. Imagery. This poem used a lot of imagery. Some of the examples are in stanza 1. The imagery is 2 dogs welcome home the owner. Stanza 2, the imagery is different sounds around the house. Stanza 3, the imagery is the quietness of the house. Next is figurative language. In lines 13 to 16, a simile is used. In lines 20 to 22, another simile is used. In lines 26 to 28, personification is used. In lines 29 to 32, a simile and a personification is used. In lines 35 and 42, onomatopoeia is used. In lines 44 to 46, personification is used. And finally, in line 47, a metaphor is used. Next is the sound device. So in this poem, 2 types of sound device are used: alliteration and onomatopoeia. In the first example of alliteration, the initial consonant sound S is repeated. In the second example, the initial consonant sound M is repeated. There are 3 sentences that onomatopoeia is used. The first is the squeaking of a nail. The second is the creasing of the knees. And the last one is a creak from the wall. Lastly is the theme. The poet explores how sound, like matter, is composed of tiny vibrating particles or atoms that travel through mediums like air. Next is the language. So we look at the new words, new phrases, new sentences, new idioms, and new grammar. So in this particular poem, there are no new idioms. So we look at the rest 4. First, new words. Depends on how big your vocabulary is. So these 3 words might be new to you. In order to learn new words, try to watch the 2 videos that relate it. The first one is how to figure out the meaning of an unfamiliar word. The second one is how to learn new words. The new phrase in this poem might be jumbled cacophony. New sentences. New sentences are hard to find. In this case, the first one is the television hushed hours ago. In the first example, hush is used differently. In the second sentence, the description is my watch, but the action of the watch is like a quiet wave rippling at the sand. Lastly, let's look at grammar. What is common in these two examples is the ing verb. So the pattern of these two examples is the, a gerund of plus another noun. And we need to look at the questions and choice sections for grammar too. In this example, out of the four choices, the pattern you can see not able to, be, and a past participle. So the pattern is be and a past participle. So we call this the passive voice. In order to understand how to use the passive voice, please watch the video when to use passive voice. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.